both know our hands ain't clean if it all blows up and it end up on the news. If you go down, I'm going down too. Our bodies are buried and they're in the same ditch. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I am coming at you today with a OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. I feel like, what's his name? Barbosa, where he's, spoilers for Pirates of the Caribbean. He's marrying Will Turner and Keira Knightley, I forget her character's name. Hello, Puppet. You know, that one. Elizabeth Swann. And she's like, Barbosa, marry us. And then while they're in the middle of sword fighting and shooting people and stabbing everyone, he just gets up on his perch and goes, dearly beloved, we be gathered here today. Anyway, I know why you're all here. It's because OMI is pumping right now. And don't get me wrong, it is doing a nice pump. But why? That is the big question on everyone's mind. I'll try to alleviate some concerns, get you some answers here. We're not sure. However, there are some clues that lead us to believe why there's a certain pump now. Like, I feel like in between Christmas and New Year's, it's just a mindless fudge nugget of oblivion of a couple of days where everyone's just drinking, they're partying, they're living in sin. Pray for those people. But so it doesn't make much sense. The volume for all of crypto is down to $100 billion. There's never a lot in general around holidays, but 103 billion is really heckin' wild. Hold on. Now on some new real estate play. That is awesome. That is definitely the safer route. I hope he. Sorry, I hope he gets some snazzy places. We can talk again, or I can talk with him again next bear market. I can talk with him next bear market. I thought next bear market for any future crypto ventures. I guarantee you this person called. I've been getting so many calls and texts about this, and nobody wanted to buy at like 0035, 0004. As soon as it goes up 30% in like an hour, everyone's just like, hey, can we get some of that? It's like, you still can. Anyway, most of the top, pretty flat. Bitcoin's down about 2%. Ethereum's down like 0.2. XRP's down 3. So it is flat, but down. BNB's down 3%. Solana's down 1%. Dogecoin's down 2.5%. Cardano down almost 3%. So most of this top 100 is down at that point. Let's take a look at flow here real quick, just so we can have some compare. Flow's down 5% to 71 cents. Not really a big movement there. Illuvium down below 40, down 3% to $39.56. Let's take a look at Definity real quick because I love them. 4.5 cents, almost 4.6. And then Devi has been like one of my big winners the past month. They were up to like 96, almost they touched 98 cents yesterday, earlier this morning. Down to about 90 cents right now, down about 6% on the day. Give me $1 million right now, a good amount of it's going into Devi. Now, obviously, you can't put all of that, even if you wanted to, in one day because the volume is like less than 800,000. So you'd have to do a couple 100,000 one day, and it'd have to be like 50,000 over here, wait a few hours, 50,000, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, obviously taking a look at OMI, up 35.9% to 0005279. There's a couple reasons why. So one, the volume. I think we had yesterday like 400,000 in volume. We have 5.1 million now. It's like, okay, well, where's this volume coming from? Why? So it's going to be MEXC and OKX. So OKX has 2.5 million in volume. MEXC has 1.6 million, and those are the only ones that have anywhere close to a million in volume or higher. Now, that doesn't mean that other exchanges aren't important. I think the next biggest one is Gate.io, 469,000 in volume. Cool, that's awesome. BitGet actually has 250,000, so that's about 5% of our daily volume, give or take. A little bit less than that, but about 5%. And it's like, okay, well, what about the other ones? I mean, you have your Ascendex, which has 211,000. Again, it normally has this is what I don't understand about Ascendex. It normally has like 141,000 in volume, even when we have 400K. And then you go and you take a look at the volume is done like an 11x, a 12x, and the volume goes up like $70,000. It just doesn't really make much sense. I have no idea what's going on with them. However, we did just get listed on a new exchange. So these new exchanges, like I remember over the last couple weeks, we've had Aerodrome, we've had, I think, QKEX, something EX. It's a one that has OMI futures trading. We've had TRIV. We've had like two other. There was like 5, and then today we happen to have another one called VeVeverse Global. VeVeverse Global is a professional cryptocurrency trading platform. Easy trade, easy return. They don't have a ton of followers, about 16,000. Let's see how many of them are. Their post 2 days ago got about 1,000 impressions, so it doesn't seem to have a big following over on X. However, if you take a look at them and you see, okay, well, what do they do on CoinMarketCap? Their spot trading volume is almost 1.6 billion. So they do have a bit of volume on there. Now, obviously, none of that is OMI. The OMI they have is worth about 9,000 for the last 24 hours. So it's not a big one, but I think people get really, I don't want to say flustered, that's the wrong word. People get really excited when something happens, even when if it's not that big. Like in the same way the fudders go on and they say like, oh, this type of thing happened, even though a lot of the fudders, most of what they say isn't true. And then the fraction of it that is taken way out of context, way out of proportion, and they kind of blow it up. Moonboys kind of do the same thing, where they say, okay, we got this on new exchange, guys, new exchange. That's 6 new exchanges in the last couple of weeks. And that is true. But most of the exchanges have like a couple thousand in volume. And again, this QBox, I don't know what to call it, VeVeverse Global. They have like 9,000 in volume. That's great. Any volume is worth something, I guess. I don't really see it being that big of a deal changer, but all of those things together, one by one, it means kind of nothing, but we've gotten more Renegade listing exchanges this last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, than we have like the entire year. So something is changing. It's like when you go back to example, a lady friend of mine moved out into the sticks because she doesn't like the city, doesn't like suburbs, from Chicago, doesn't like any of that, likes to be kind of around nobody, no neighbors, no nothing like that, no noise. And then when she mentions like, yeah, they have like a Walmart down here now, they have all these shops popping up, and it's like, okay, how much are these houses worth? How much is this land worth? What is the airport doing? You can kind of tell that, okay, the area is slowly starting to build up. Now is really the time to start buying all of this land around here. Because even though there's nothing there right now, like the airport is super small, there's like a Walmart, but that's it. You can tell that industry's coming. You can tell that the population is growing even before the Census Bureau comes out. You can tell that there's more cars on the road, there's more traffic. And you can tell that you can read the writing on the wall at what's going to happen to that town and what's going to happen to that. If you don't like suburbs, you're not going to like, because it's quickly becoming one. But if you want to make money and you want to buy stuff next to the airport, next to downtown, even when there's nothing there, you're going to want to buy it because you know the trajectory in which that town is going. So it's the same here with crypto, where you know the trajectory of the token when there's 6 renegade listings inside of a couple weeks. And you know, and I don't know about this, but when we released VV Comics and saying that Marvel was showing up there, and all of the new Marvel comics were going to be digitized and released on the same day as they hit the shelves, the new ones, like I still think that people don't recognize how big of a deal that is. But I originally thought, okay, this is like just for Marvel. Like, I don't know why they're calling it VV Comics, just gonna be Marvel. Maybe they want to add something down the road, and they did. You know, and now we have Dynamite, which Dynamite. How many people have heard of Dynamite Comics before VV? Probably very few of us. I don't think I did. If I did, it was in passing, and I don't remember. But now everyone's like, "Yo, I might get some of these Dynamite comics," because some of them they're pretty awesome. Some of them are like the first issue of The Boys, pretty heckin' sweet. There's first issue of Thundercats. Now, obviously, like you have like a million runs of Spider-Man. Not all Spider-Man number ones are worth something. Most of them are not, but some of them are, and some of them are worth quite a bit. So something like this, again, you see VV Comics and they have Marvel. Cool. Well, we already have like a lot. Not even the fudders, even the people that just kind of like, well, we already have Marvel Comics, don't we? Yes, we have the key comics and the grails and the stuff that we can, but there's only so many of those. There's only a finite amount of those. Like I remember watching a documentary one day of Saved by the Bell, and towards like the end of the documentary, they were talking about Saved by the Bell, like the new class, where Mr. Belding was the recurring character and Screech was like his assistant. He was a recurring character. And I remember the guy that played Screech, he did porn. He said like it was not Saved by the Bell. And basically the writers came on and said like there's only so many stories that you can tell. We had to redo some of those same stories for the new class. There's only so many key comics and grails that they could have done in the way that they're doing them. And again, some of them I think are really cool, undervalued, and a lot of the reason why they not that they weren't given the attention that they deserve is that what they didn't do as well is because a lot of them were launched in the bear market. But now you have not only new comics every week, that's just recurring revenue for VV on just I wish I knew what some of those margins were. Because like even if half of that goes to Marvel, like the digital comic, like even if let's say we go to what is it? Thundercats #1, right? Sold out. Even though this is Dynamite Comics, but follow me on this. They have the normal 1,000 editions that sold out, but then they have the digital editions for like $4.98 instead of like $7.99. It's like $4.98, and they do that for like accounting reasons. So anything with a 98 goes in one box. Anything with 0.99 goes in another box. But what I'm saying is that you can tell what's going to happen based on the first couple of moves. For like the first quarter in like a while, you've had more volume for NFTs, just in general. I'm not even talking about VV. You've had more volume for NFTs this past month or this past quarter than since like 2022. The volume for NFTs had gone down up until this quarter, and they started to go up. Does that mean that NFTs are the next narrative? Not necessarily. Part of me hopes so, because that means VV go moon, OMI go stonks, like kind of like it's doing today. And again, I don't know the reason for this specific pump. We had quite a bit of sell pressure at 0.005. We reached that. We dipped back down to 4.8. Then we reached to like 5.6, whatever. We went back down. Now we're back down to like 5.0. This could be one of those things where it's just, hey, it pumped. It's going to go right back down again. Sure. But again, does this mean that NFTs is going to be the new narrative after memes? I have no idea. Again, part of me hopes so, because huzzah. Part of me hopes that it's just a pump in the dark, and then it goes into maybe DeSci, and then we get Mudo. Shout out to Mudo for sponsoring the channel. Maybe it goes to DeFi and Definity Moons. Maybe it's just whatever Devi's doing. And Devi, like, part of me hopes OMI goes, but part of me hopes it kind of stays down, because this way, when my other stuff goes up, I can get more. Because OMI, in my opinion, is one of the safest bets that I could make. Again, not talking about any of y'all. Opportunity. Oh, spread throughout the U.S. Tell him to look at the area around PS. Oh, can't say that. Insane rate and the small to expand. Okay. Ben Rose going out and saying, it's a stock shot. It's a clue about a drop. Okay. So Ben Rose posting looks like a mother with a hand and the baby grabbing the hand. It looks like there's a ring finger in there. There's a ring on that. All we're saying is precious. Ms. Ben Rose says, thank you. It's the stock shot. It's a clue about a drop. It reminds me of like the baby Deadpool thing, or like not even baby Deadpool. It's Deadpool when he gets his arm cut off and then he grows his hand back and it looks like a baby's hand. Could be something like that, with Kidpool. There's a ring in there, so it could be Lord of the Rings. Parent child could be Kangaskhan Khan and his baby Pokemon. I doubt it. People saying Lord of the Rings, my precious. Okay. VeVeverse saying Dragon Ball Z. I don't know how you get Dragon Ball Z out of that. I guess Grandpa Gohan. Other people saying like, oh, it's Baby Yoda. I don't think that either. I have no idea what to think. Baby, they're freaking nuts. While I go over this, I do have a bunch of news to go over, and we do have Tammy Hannah that's going to go and come on. But if y'all can just smash that like button, it's a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon. Smash that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. There's a whole ton of news that I haven't really begin to go over yet, because I haven't. So let's go with some of this here. Golf balls, Aloha. Okay, Sesame Street. All right, so Sesame Street did okay yesterday, like 40,000. But there was another thing that had dropped yesterday as well that I didn't pay attention to, because I didn't know it was happening. It was Star Wars Day. It was actually dropped on the 27th, so it was actually 2 days ago. I didn't get to go over it yesterday. There was only 2,000 comics. There is 300, or hold on, 500, 78, 678, 750. Let's say like 800. So let's say 1,100. Made about $7,700. So that's not. Does that mean anything? It's like, oh yeah, great. That's the thing. Like, I had no idea Star Wars Day comic was happening. I don't know why they call it Life Day. I'm sorry, Star Wars Life Day. I had no idea it was happening. I don't think I know anybody that was like super pumped to get this comic, and it still made $7,700. So I thought that was cool. The Avengers Red Metallic Tower that came out, a couple $1,000s that they made. That was really more an airdrop than anything, although it did cost people $5 to get. Moving on here. Oh, my friends. Prediction. Nope, not good. So I went over the USDT thing yesterday. If anyone has any other questions or comments about the USDT down below, ask it. But for I think that's really just going to have slight volatility. The European exchanges will just exchange USDT for USDC, and that's it. I don't really expect that. There's some people that say like, oh, this is like the end of the bull market, going to cause Bitcoin to go down to like 68,000 again. I think that's ridiculous. Could I be wrong? Sure, but again, just that. Shout out to Charles Delgado for hitting his goal of 7,000 daily MCP points by the end of the year. See if he can get over 8,000 by the end of February. He knows MCP isn't huge right now in VV, but he believes it will be huge in the future, and he trusts his instincts. I will do what I do while you do what you want to do. I thought that was great. I don't have enough time to go over this Marvel thing. I'll go over that tomorrow, or maybe for New Year's. You have Harris Ryan. People know him as a big whale. People know he spent like 600,000 on OMI, sold it all at a loss, and actually, if he wanted to buy it all back today, he could not for the same price because he sold it at a lower price than it is right now. He says, my friend and I are willing to sell 140 out of the 600 bubbles, the bubbles NFTs, as at 400 each, with a minimum purchase of 50 bubbles. Please DM for more information. I don't think that he's able to get these transfers from Vivi, because if he wants this done, he says it's a minimum $20,000 purchase. This is wild to me. But again, if you have that capital and you're like, you know what, I want to spend $20,000 on these bubbles. There's only 600 of them. The Vivi kept, like 11, so maybe there's like 580, 500, however much. Sure, you can do that. I'm just pointing out the news. Again, I have no idea how that would work. I don't think you can get a transfer thing from Vivi for that, but might as well hear him out, see what he has to say. Obviously, do not do any like OTC. Don't do anything where you have to skirt around Vivi and be like, well, put it for this price, and then I'll just give you like a check on side. That goes against terms and conditions, terms of services. You do not want to do that. They will shut down your account, and they have every right to do so. Anywho, Sadie Sink will reportedly be Jean Grey in Marvel's new X-Men movie. Would love that. She's what's her name from Stranger Things? I forget her name in Stranger Things. She got hecked up by Vecna that last season. Anyway, I would love to see that. I would love to see collectibles based on that. We don't have a ton of X-Men on there in general. Like, okay, that's a lie. We do, but you have your Marvel Mighties, which are great. You have your Juggernaut. You have I think last Comic-Con 2023 for San Diego. You have your Professor X, and you had your Magneto. Obviously, you have a bunch of Wolverine over there, but I always want more, and there's more to be had. That is also, that's not a news from a random person. That is from Wealth over on what is it? Instagram, 10.2 million followers. Oh, speaking of Mudo from before, Mudo Hub, Chatter Shield bot. We're glad to say we've partnered up with Chatter Shield. Their innovative tool enhances our social media engagement by integrating into our Telegram group to facilitate X and Twitter raids. You can now choose how many likes, replies, and retweets you want from your community and get them to do it. It's a great boost for community interaction. We're also very honored to see our Mudo logo featured on the Chatter Shield bots and other Telegram communities, expanding our presence across the platform. Mr. Ben Rose talking about how he loves the animation. Not great luck on the mint number, though, so might have to hop into the market, ... I don't know if he got one. I think he did. Conversation. I can go over that. I already went over that. Major shout out to NFT for me 2001 for a giveaway of a Stan Lee hoodie. And Clever Jerk won it. Clever Jerk was the man that won it. But yeah, shout out to NFT for me 2001. That's awesome that people are doing giveaways that way. Shout out to them. On OKEX, you also already have a pairing for OMI for USDC. So I thought that was really nice as well. They are preparing for that inevitable when USDT is kind of gone. They have listed for USDC already. The Collector, or Mains841, says, ladies and gents, for the final show of the year, episode 20, welcoming special guest Ben Rose. Excited to hear the journey of a VeVe co-CEO. That was yesterday. So yesterday there wasn't a ton of news. There was no real alpha, but I will say this. Ben had mentioned, let me see where I put this. Ben confirmed that they are going to work more on OMI in 2025. Not that they weren't working on OMI in 2024. They were. It's just a lot of people don't see the work. And they are open to do transfers, but they still have to figure out how to do it, type of deal. Let's move on here. Be a great year. Stacker says it's going to be an awesome 2025. Claire Griffith, who's level 99 now, says, oh, yes, it'll be a great year. Can't wait to finally reach level 100. Oh, VeVeverse teaser. Here's what it was. So They had gone in. It was a nice Lambo flex in the VeVeverse where you had, I think, Mr. Falcon. You had my collectibles. You had, oh, I'm sorry, Cold Chillin'. Cold Chillin'. This is this one. Had a video in which he just posted kind of like a Lambo, and inside there, what he had to do. It just looked cool. It just looked fun. I can't wait to do it. That hopefully the NDAs and everything next month they go in and they lift all those, and we can get in there. And then OMI will be listed as a metaverse token. As I get lifted as a metaverse token, then you have good times ahead. Just because if you search metaverse tokens right now, OMI does not appear. I think it will when all of this is said and done. USDP, yep, exchanges, additional pair, yep, zero risk, okay. Another buddy of mine says zero risk of anything bad happening with the USDT stuff. Ben Rose talks about that VeVeverse tease, saying, can't wait for VeVeFam to see this full vid. Cold Chivin gives a masterclass on how the depth, dimension, and size of the VeVeverse brings the quality that's already built into your collectibles to a whole new level of the showroom, which is great. CEO posts more teases. So I kind of went over that. The CEO posts more teases just with the little stock image of the baby and the mother's hand and the ring. Maybe Kid Pool, maybe Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. I have no idea. I have no idea what it could be. Some people saying Dragon Ball Z. We are still waiting for the one-click migration from the VV app all the way over to Stacker. So I'll keep you all posted when that's live. It's today, the 29th. I'll say at some point in fudge. All right. Let me just get this email real quick. And I have to send that over. Hit copy. Go over and hit paste. Reply all, and then paste. Fudge, I hate it when format comes up where paste is supposed to be. And I also have no idea if that's his actual email. But yeah, when should we get that one-click migration for Stacker? Q1, definitely. We're hoping January, so we'll see. LOTR4M saying it's 2025 when she finds out you own a lot of OMI. And if you're not aware of that clip, watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You'll know exactly what that is. I cannot say it. People, I can't go over that either. I feel like I can't say certain things because people will get all like. Anyway, Adam Mack over on the VV Facebook going and saying, Pie Fantasy is so cool. And it's a video from like 5 years ago. I was like, yeah, it is cool. 5-year-old video. People find stuff in VV and they take a look at what it's done in real life and like, oh, this is heckin' awesome. It's a really cool video. It has 10,000 views. Thought it was fun. Speaking of fun, before Tammy gets here, I'll go over this. You have the Duck Cat comic that I'm writing is separate from the Cat movie. It's separate from the Meme Alliance game. The Meme Alliance game, where it's got all of these awesome meme characters, the Cat character is really just a character in that game. And the Cat movie that's coming out doesn't have really anything to do with my comic book. It is a separate universe. I am still a character in there. I don't think I have any lines that I wrote for that. Maybe like one or two things that might have caught the writer's ear, but it's not my project. It's just something that I'm in, which is cool. That is separate. This Cat comic is going to be just going to be different. I can't wait to release it all to everyone. Now this won't be until the VV Comic Curator program comes out, but I can't wait. It's my baby. A lot of time and effort and money is going into it. Any highlights you can share? No, none of that. Michael Hobbs over on the VV Facebook saying, I'm happy to see VV selling edgy comics like The Boys, where you just see, you just see like just gore and blood and guts, and it's awesome. The Boys is a very, very good show. I had never read the comics. I still haven't. I don't know if I even have the comic. There's a bunch of stuff that I bought on VV recently that I want to read. I haven't gotten the time to read them yet. But yeah, I can't wait for VV to do more like X-rated stuff. I think that'd be awesome. Sorry, there's a bunch of memes I can't talk about. I guess when talking about additional investors and collectors, Jeremy Cormier had said, expanding on what VV Official had, if they had a free library to pick from in-app that didn't require KYC, purchasing drops, etc., just a simple and free AR feature with a variety of fun collectibles. Dr. Rolex says it sounds like a great way to attract additional investors and collectors. The road to quadruple current users is on. Let's go. So I didn't ask Ben what happens when he fulfills his roadmap of 4xing users. Because if this continues to go the way it's been going, he'll have that within the first half of the year. Might even have that first quarter. I don't know what his goal is after that. If he's got okay, well, this roadmap is done. Let's see what happens on the roadmap after. Tammy, what's going on?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Going over the news from the last couple of days, didn't really get to today's, but OMI's up like 28%, so people were more focused on that.
I saw that.
Yes.
I thought it's good.
How you doing today?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's good for the project. I just want to buy more, so.
Same.
Yeah.
Foster says, hope everyone had a happy holidays. Why, thank you, Foster.
Yep.
Hope you had a good one as well. It was nice video chatting the other day with your granddaughter. It's nice that she's a fan.
Yeah, they both had a blast. I appreciate it.
This is fun.
Yeah.
So I know you wanted to stack OMI obviously at the 0003s lower there. Now that it's up 30%, obviously you can still stack. I think it's still undervalued, but what other things were you looking at when you?
Oh, when I get my funds in? I think we were talking about Definity. Definity, yeah, and then I've got the stock stuff that I'm working on, but once I finally get it is when I'm going to start looking. I mean, it doesn't really do me a lot of good looking at everything every day because my funds aren't here yet, so it just depresses me. So I'm just waiting.
I feel you. Do you have a timeline on when that'll happen?
Hopefully in the next 45 days.
Yeah. I believe there'll still be good stuff to get.
Yeah.
I was telling them before that I'd like OMI to stay down so other stuff can go up and I can buy more at this level. But so that's the other thing. I don't know I know you work a lot and it's really kind of hard for you to keep your fingers on the pulse.
Yeah.
But do you see any other thing on X or any other social media of people saying like, well, I like decentralized science, or I like just decentralized finance, or I like memes or AI? Do you see anything else?
AI. A lot of people, and not even just one of my friends is talking about AI, a couple of them actually, but with when I'm around the poker players, they're all talking about AI.
Yeah. So that might be the next narrative. I've seen memes, I've seen NFTs do really well the last month, and then I've seen AI do really well. So probably going to be one of those two.
Yeah.
If it's I actually don't really have anything in AI. The issue I've been finding is that there's been so much money raised, and there's been so much infighting between the AI companies that I don't know which one's going to be the winner. Even for something like ChatGPT, there's just been a lot of fighting. I'm not really confident. Like, again, they've raised billions, and then they kind of have something that kind of sounds like Scarlett Johansson. Like, that's it.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of picking the right one, like you said. It's kind of like in the last cycle, picking the best NFT app or digital collectible app. You know, I chose VV, but other people did Recur and the Bat Cows and stuff. So I mean, it's just picking what you like, I guess.
Yeah, I do like how the space has evolved. Thank you, VV Ben, for being a member. Because back in like NFT NYC in like 2021, 2022, like everyone had like a PFP project, 10,000 like PFPs, different rates, different traits and rarities. And that's really all you needed, and you kind of just had to get lucky. Like, there was no thing of like utility, there was no sense of like income, there was no sense of roadmap or what people were doing. But this time around, it seems like you have to have utility. It can't just be like a JPEG. It's got to be something that makes money, or it's got to have a certain type of influence. So I like that the whole thing is evolving, and people won't be so easily seduced by like, oh, you're NFT, let me throw money at it. Is there any other project outside of VV that you're like, you know what, this sounds really interesting, I might take a look at it?
I mean, not that I haven't really done a lot of research, so for me to answer that question is not really. I can't. I mean, I do have one. I did a. God, what do they call it? I don't know. I have a Bricktopian on OpenSea. I'm actually pulling it up. But I was one of those 10,000. It's called Bricktopians. It's a Bricktopian. Yeah, I was like part of their initial drop or whatever, and then yeah, I was on their Discord, and I was able to get one. I mean, I still have it. It's not like, yeah, I don't even remember what.
Is that what it looks like?
No, it's my, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And then you could actually burn. So like originally I had, I think I originally had two or three.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could burn one to make a different one. So it moved, because the original ones didn't move. It wasn't 3D.
Okay, gotcha. And then you could, like you said, you could burn those.
Yeah.
So
and occasionally I'll get an offer. I'll get an email saying somebody's offering me something in wrapped ETH or something, and I mean, I'm not even interested at this point. It can.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So it's like $100 for the floor.
Yeah.
So this is what I think it was. Do you know what Moonbirds is?
I've heard of them. I just don't know what it is.
So Moonbirds is one of those PFP projects, kind of like we have here. And let me find the actual numbers, because I don't want to say the wrong ones and then people be like, oh, okay. There's a buddy of mine that held a few Moonbirds, and the community was complaining for months how the prices of those Moonbirds were continuing to drop. And it was the same complaints that you hear about OMI, like, you didn't deliver on this, you didn't deliver on that. And then suddenly in the last month, their price went from 0.29 ETH up to 1.3 ETH. And suddenly the community was happy again. But they literally didn't deliver a single new thing or post out a single new plan or a roadmap. Yet the community is suddenly bullish on Moonbirds again.
That's weird.
So I didn't want to go and say, like, I have no idea what this is, this project, but I don't know if there's a big community around there or if there's FUD around there. But if it's like $100 right now, people could go in and sweep the floor and just, I don't know, just raise it up a little bit. And then I'm just curious if that causes like a cascade effect.
Yeah, I don't know. This is what mine looks like. Look, ready? Yeah. Hold on, let me see.
Ooh.
Okay, there it goes.
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, I see a soccer ball and
yeah, it's really weird because they're out of Legos, like little bricks. They look like Legos.
He's like the Joker.
Yeah. And then the only other things I have on OpenSea is I got Silicone gave me something, and then I won stuff on comics and crypto, so I got something for that too, an ape thing. But I don't go on OpenSea hardly ever.
Same.
Yeah, very rare. See,
I have like 2 MetaMasks that I like never look at either.
Yeah.
The first one I'm kind of like scared to, because I had like opened up something that, so I was so used to like Brockman blockchain, like sending stuff for fiches, and then I had to click to accept something else, and I was like, oh, I have no idea what this is. This seems really weird. And then like nothing happened. I think it was just someone trying to get their NFT project out there, but like, God forbid they just go on and say like, oh, this was a wallet draining thing, but they wanted to wait till you get a bunch of stuff in there first before they drain it.
Well, yeah, because I have something that was dropped that I don't even know what it was for, and I just don't click on it. I don't know what it is, so I don't touch it.
What's up, Graz? How's it going, fam? Yeah, people talk about their stuff. Agreed.
Yes.
A lot of good times. So you were over in Washington, and what can you tell me about
I'm still
the
there.
town? Is the
My flight. I leave in like 6 hours to head to the airport.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Oh, well,
yeah.
appreciate you spending the last few hours here.
I'm just ready to be in warmer weather. It's too cold.
I feel it. It's pretty warm over here. It was like 40, 50 degrees today.
Okay, so it's warmer than that, but I want warmer. It's like
Yeah.
50. I think it's like 55. I think. Weather.
So in your free time there, you've been catching up on any like Gilmore Girls or any Young Sheldon?
Oh, I lied. It's 42 degrees. No, I haven't been really watching White Collar. I've been watching White Collar.
Okay.
So spending time with family, friends, because I don't get up here very often. So I did play in a cribbage tournament with a group of friends on Friday. It was just fun times. I mean, I didn't do well. I mean, I'm not good at it. It's just fun to go hang out with friends.
Sure.
But yeah, no, just spending time with, because I don't have any urge to come back up here except for to see family and friends. So it's just a little cold. Yeah.
So that area, is it like stagnant as far as people moving there, or is it at least growing, or is it like dying?
Oh no, it's growing. Yeah, it's growing. But like I was listening to you earlier, and you're talking about your friend that said that there's a Walmart.
Yeah.
Same here. Like, I mean, I don't live here, but when I come here, I stay in a very rural community. There's no stoplight, no bar, no nothing. You got to drive 7 miles, 7 miles down the road to get to the next town over, which is where everything is. And I remember living here 15, 20 years ago, and there was nothing. And now there's a Walmart. My ex-husband says all the time, all they need is like a Lowe's or a Home Depot, and you never have to go into town. You can just go to our town is like 20 minutes away, but there's a small little town right next door. But yeah, no, it's getting bigger. I mean, inflation, houses are going up. It's crazy.
All right. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Morning. We all gonna make it. I'm trying to think of things to like go in next year after I exit out of crypto. Figuring I exit out Q3, Q4, 2025.
You're gonna exit out with everything?
Most things probably. I mean, I'll leave a couple moon bags, in case things go crazy, but or if it's like a super cycle in the way that people think, like it goes a lot longer, which is possible as well.
Some people talk about how they don't think that the bear market is going to be the next bear market is not going to be the same that we're used to, that it doesn't drop the big percentages that we're used to seeing. It might just level off. What do you think?
Yeah, that seems to be consensus around.
Yeah.
Wait, who's saying that for you? Was it your
just
Bitcoin
people? No, she doesn't say that.
Okay.
But no, just people I'm just listening to on the poker table and what, when I'm out and about.
Okay, so it's the poker. I'm really curious on the background of those poker players and what.
Well, a lot of poker players got into poker through crypto fund money, especially in Florida. A lot of those players got their funds to be able to afford poker through crypto.
Okay.
So,
hold on, I just got to sign this contract real quick. I have to log in to sign. This is so freaking stupid. No, I'm not. Oh, okay. No, thanks. All right, sweet. We're good. Anyway, the reason I was asking that is because there's the people that seem to think that we're not going to have this crazy big downturn. It seems to be they're people that haven't really been into crypto. Like they've been in like the last couple of years, or they're from like finance now. They've been around the block, but I feel like they're really underestimating the absolute degeneracy of a lot of retail people. Because I feel like most retail isn't in. And when they get in, it's going to go nuts. And I have the utmost confidence that this might be like the new low of whenever we go up next. But, if we go up to 500K and then we drop back down here, well, that's still an 80%, like decrease. It's still an 80% dip.
No, absolutely.
Now, obviously, this is a great new low. This is fantastic, but it's
Mhm.
a lot of places have already kind of, what do you call it? They bought. Institutions bought. Now they're still buying. Michael Saylor's still buying. The U.S. hasn't bought
Mhm.
yet, so maybe the low is like 125, 140, and maybe we only go up to like 250 for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Either way,
But
the only other
even if it goes back down to 120, if it hits 250 back to 120, it's still higher than where we were at 60K. So
yeah, that's that's a good point. The
you know,
69K was,
yeah, I know.
Bernie's in Medellin,
Yeah,
75 and beautiful.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, lots of
I
beautiful
know. I read
businesses.
that, and then I had to look up what the weather is in Mesa. And I mean, it's 68 degrees there, not quite 75, but yeah,
Bernie's so funny. Lots of
yeah.
beautiful
Look,
things. In Bogota live.
oh,
Yo, good for you, JP. Good for you. All y'all down in the Columbia. Anyway, on when you exit out, what are you going to get into? Are you going to buy another house? You buy a condo? You know, have
depends on how much it depends on what I sell for, how much my liquid assets are.
I could
It'll
picture
depend.
you having a midlife crisis and getting a motorcycle and just being like a bad bitch on your motorcycle.
I gotta learn how to. I do have my motorcycle endorsement, but it's not for riding. I used to ride a scooter, so I can't believe it. Yeah, but no, I haven't ridden in a long time, probably 5 years. So
Nice. Yeah, I knew a couple of gals that rode motorcycles. I was like, damn, badass.
Yep.
So I know this depends what it's going to be, but obviously one of them's likely going to be something for residual income, and some other things are going to be not for that.
Mm.
Are you going to do the what I'm doing and what you're trying to get your Bitcoin friend to do, and just chuck some money there?
I'm
I'm going to throw like $1 million into that.
trying to remember what we were talking about.
They give like 16%.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I would love. Yes. Yeah. I'll want to put some into that.
Yeah.
Like I said, it also depends on how what I'm selling and look, what I can get out, so that I can have that other passive income coming in. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'll probably, and if NFTs go up and if VV starts, it'll be interesting to see how the NFT market goes on selling. Cause I just remember last cycle when it was just crazy and you could sell anything. And if my vault value starts going up, I'm going to sell. I'll start selling stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about my VV stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's certain things like I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to sell my gold silver logo. I'm not going to sell my golden moments. My Todd, there's certain things I'm not going to sell, but there's stuff that I stacked that were, I mean, even if I just 3X it.
Do you have a partner statue?
Yeah, I have the whole golden moment series.
Epic. That could do. Oh, you're not going to sell that?
No.
That could
Now,
do really well.
now if I was like Magic and had multiple sets,
yeah,
then yes. But no, I probably won't sell.
Yeah,
I mean,
Magic's a beast.
She's amazing. Yeah. So, and I'm not saying I won't sell, because I mean, everything has a price. I mean, I'm selling my house that I never thought I'd ever sell. So everything has a price. But I never, when those dropped, I remember when those dropped, I was so angry that I didn't get it on the drop, because it was that, do you remember that week where there was like malfunctions in the drops and people were getting, well, so I landed the first 2 drops, but then after that, I didn't land any because they fixed whatever was wrong. And I'm like, no, don't fix it. I'm like, don't fix it. I can actually hit these drops now, because I hardly ever, the Wi-Fi I had, or wherever I lived, it just didn't have good connection. And so I was like, no, don't fix it. But I never thought I would own the partner statue in the first place. So now that I do, it's like, do I really want to give it up? Yeah. So we'll see. We will see.
I mean, if partner statue goes up to like 80K, Tammy, I might have to force your hand. I'd be like, hey, Tammy.
I might have to sell it if it goes up to 80K.
Yeah.
If it goes up to 50K, I might have to sell it. I mean, I'm not that sentimental on it.
I mean, at that point, yeah, I would definitely. Let's say it goes up to like 60, and let's say 60 is the floor.
I'd lower it.
I would even say, if we're able to sell that on Stacker for OMI, take like 6,000 off and just sell it for OMI.
Right, for sure.
Because you don't have to pay that 10% sell fee. Well, I mean, you still have the 8.5% sell fee, but not the 10% cash out fee.
Yeah. What level are you at now? For your,
I'm about to be 68. I'm guessing you're already 68.
Yeah, I'm already 68.
Yeah, I'll be. Oh God, I'll be 68 tomorrow.
Oh, so I'm not that far ahead of you though.
No, you'll reach 69 before me. Oh, so jealous of that. Yeah.
I'm gonna I'll be posting that.
That'd be awesome.
That'll be funny.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I'd like to sell stuff for profit, but if we get Pokemon, I'll sell all my stuff minus my Mighties and my Lokis. Also, I'll sell one of my gold logos. I'll sell.
How many MCP points do you have?
Probably the same as you. Like 1.3 million.
Yeah, I'm almost to 1.4. So I do have a question. What is up with the bronze tickets? I know we earn them but what are they going to be used for? I don't remember.
Eventually they'll be used for more MCP points. So right now, MCP and bronze tickets are pretty worthless.
Right.
They're incentivized right now to just build out other stuff that's going to give immediate value. That stuff is a little more long term. But at some point,
you can trade them in right now, can't you?
Yeah,
the bronze tickets.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't need to.
Yeah, I would keep those for now. What they're going to need to do is they're either going to need to make MCP no longer hyperinflationary like they are, because it's insane. Maybe just like a cutoff point where they don't last forever and you have to use them after like 6 months like they originally planned.
Right. Originally they planned that and then they changed it.
I know, which I think was really stupid. But
because now I mean
that's right now.
Because now I'm not. I mean, unless I'm saving my MCP, I think I've used my MCP points twice, to get a drop. But I'm saving them for, like you said, when Pokemon comes, something like that. That's what I'm trying to save mine for.
Yeah. Then, so what you'll get is OMI to bronze ticket, and you put your OMI you'll sell your OMI for bronze tickets, or you'll take your OMI and you'll buy bronze tickets with it, and then you'll convert your bronze tickets to MCP points. So then that's what you'll do. But as of right now, there's no way to counteract the hyperinflation that is MCP. So at some point, I hope there is.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to try to make it, because you have to kind of make it fair to where, hey, these OGs that have put in hundreds of thousands of dollars, they like get something for their money. But then also the new people, like, well, I can't. How is this fair that I can't get anything? I had to have been here for years. I would have spent that, but I wouldn't. So it gets hard.
Well, it's going to be tough. It's just like earning the having 10 million in the app for staking, soft staking. There's eventually, when the price goes up of OMI, they're going to have to change that threshold, because otherwise people aren't going to be able to get in.
Yeah.
It's just it's going to be unreachable for some. So.
Preach.
Which I thought I was going to be one of those people. I just got lucky. Right place, right time.
We'll get. I mean, yeah. We'll get more. Hopefully, after this giant deal that I'm trying to do goes through, I'll get up to 200, up to 193 right now, and hopefully in the next month or so, I get up to 200. We shall see.
Yeah.
And then, so I found out that I could actually sell some of my ownership in the Decat comic, because the Decat comic it's separate from the movie, which is separate from the video game that Meme Alliance is doing. So I could actually sell some of that, and then use those funds. I mean, I'll have to use it for the comic and stuff, but I could just sell a portion of my future receivables for cash today. So anything that I would make on the comic or ownership, I could just sell for cash today. And
Right.
so I might do that. I'll keep you posted.
We need to that video I sent you of that Airbnb with the slide into the lake.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be fun if we just got a group of us and just went? I mean, I think I'm trying to figure out how many rooms and how many people sleep, but I think we should go there and like spend a week in like the middle of July.
Where is it?
In North Carolina.
Okay.
We have to get Fam Bam to go.
Can we do it in like May? Because the middle of July is going to be really hot.
In North Carolina, it will be?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I think anywhere on the East Coast is just going to be blaring.
All right, maybe we'll have to wait until later in the year or next year. I don't know my schedule yet for May. I might be going to Cherokee and Tunica.
Where's that?
So, Tunica is in Mississippi, and Cherokee, I think, is in I think it's in Indiana, or it might be in North Carolina.
Like flyover states where there's like nothing. I know
because that's where
Cherokee,
Cherokee casino, because that's where the poker series are.
Okay.
So I mean, I go to get wherever I can get work until I become, self-contained and I don't have to work anymore.
So there's we'll be in May. We'll be in Arizona for someone's birthday. No, not.
Well, yes. No, and I will actually already be in Vegas, but I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work it out where I'll take Saturday, Sunday off.
When are you in Vegas in May?
It's usually like the last week, last few days, the last 4 days. So I'll have to make, once I accept that contract, I will I'll just request the days off, and then I'll work Friday night. Drive.
I think the party is that Friday night.
Oh, is it Friday?
Yeah, it's the 30th.
Okay, then I might have to I'll just take Friday, Saturday off, and then come back to work on Sunday, just so I'm only taking 2 days off.
Yeah, because I hope she knows how important she is, because Avril Lavigne is playing with Simple Plan in New York that same night. So I hope she knows what I'm giving up for this.
Well, and I'm driving. I'm literally going to work that. If it's on Friday, I'll work Thursday night. I'll drive 5 hours, party Friday night, sleep, drive back Saturday night, and work Sunday.
That's insane. All right, at what point, what does OMI have to hit for you to not work?
Oh, for what I have right now, 5 cents.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's not going to hit that by May. No,
it's not. Here, let me look. Hold on, let me figure it out.
I mean,
well, and it depends.
Man. I mean, 100
and it depends. Yeah, I'd still have to work at 5 cents, but it also depends on how much I buy. If I get what I think I'm going to get, yeah, 5 cents. Yeah, and that's with what I plan on buying when I sell the house. Yeah, with what I have right now, I mean, I'll be comfortable, but not comfortable enough to not work. And it is North Carolina. Cherokee is in North Carolina.
Gotcha.
So that's where I'll be probably, hopefully, in May.
I mean, we might go to Arizona in April as well, because you have Fam Bam and Rudy's B-Day there.
Yeah, and April will be tough for me. Maybe it depends on what time, because I'll be in Florida part of that time. I can't look on my calendar while we're on the phone, so we'll have to talk about that.
Cool.
But
that's cool.
Yeah. But I think I'm pretty sure I'm open the last 3 weeks in April through May, the end of May, until I try to pick up more jobs. So it just all depends on what I see. You really need to come out like in June. I won't be home in June either.
It's really hot, and I'm not coming to the side. It's too hot. It's way too hot.
I'm trying to figure out how to get you in the back in the river.
I'm not doing the river again.
It was fun.
It's not gonna. I just can't do it. It's not gonna happen. I got sunburn on my legs. I was really cold. I peed in my new bathing suit.
And it was funny because you were a little bit more browner than I am, and I did not get burned.
Yeah,
I mean, I was a little red. I was a little red, but not burnt like you.
It was only my legs that got. Oh, I guess my face got burned too.
Yeah.
One photo that I was petting this brown pussycat, this naked pussycat, and yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Gilberto says, I have a lot of Dynamite comics already. I'd gotten them on Terra Virtua, which I could move. Yeah, so here's where I understand, like, VeVe isn't necessarily the end-all, be-all, but I would not put my money on any, like, so for example, do you have anything on Candy Digital?
No.
Okay, so I obviously professionally I have to wish the best for everyone. Except for Quid. I'm very happy that they went down. Their CEO was a douche. Anyway,
I do have something on. Name some other ones.
There was Recur. There was
nope.
I forget what platform the Game of Thrones NFTs were on, but they were trash. There was Hero. You definitely have some Hero.
No, I don't have Hero. I never got into Hero. Oh, no, okay. I don't have Hero. But I did AMC. I own AMC stocks, and so they airdropped us some NFTs. I have no idea. I think I have 2 or 3 of them, but I can't. If you said the name of the platform, I would know. It's not Immutable X. It's not.
There's Wax. There was Artifact.
Wax.
You have okay.
It's on Wax. But that's the only reason why. The only reason why I have that is because I got free airdrops. It's not like I put money on there to buy anything.
So, in all of these years, you've had all of these things where a lot of the people really just didn't take care of the IP. You had some that did, but they just poor capital allocation, like Recur had, like Artifact had. Hero, I think it's just they only kind of they were one trick pony. They just had DC. They weren't really anything else, and to have a TCG is just really hard. Comics and Crypto posted the other day his top 20 things that he has or that he would like to have or has on Candy Digital. And then Sleep in Comics had posted, like, I was going to make a video, but I don't have time, so I've just been buying more. I hope that they are the outlier, and that's one of those edge cases that does make it, because then VeVe finally has like a buddy. Like, oh, hey, you know what? We're in this together.
Well, competition's good also. I mean, if you're the only platform that's succeeding, it's not gonna. Every good business needs competition.
I mean, I wasn't even saying competition. I hope they'd have that someday, but just someone else that's in that space. I know Cryptoys has that. Right. Disney Pinnacle has that. Disney Pinnacle is obviously on the Flow blockchain with Dapper Labs, with UFC Strike, NFL All Day, and all that, NBA Top Shots. But I'm very hesitant to put money on any other app because, again, of what happened with Virtua. Like, what are those comics worth? What are those NFTs worth now? What is stuff worth that's like on Recur or Artifact or Wax? Like, probably next to
nothing. Pennies.
And those were like legit. Like, when you have like Rugrats on Recur, the first appearance Tommy Pickles, I think, should be worth something, even if it's just a 2D JPEG. But they kind of hecked it up. Anyway, man. I mean,
clip the fingernails.
They're mostly cut.
I was gonna say they zoom in so far they can see your fingernails.
Yeah, I guess. Gal Gadot would be a good gene.
I almost looked at mine. I was gonna say, yeah, I pay for mine. So
wait, let me see yours. Let me see yours. Is that a French tip?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I usually do. Sometimes I get a solid color, but usually they're even if it's a color French. But
I don't know. I've heard some people say their AR wasn't working. Have you when you tested it out with your granddaughters? Does it work fine? Or she
they didn't have any. They were playing with it just fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I posted a picture, or I needed a picture of something the other day, and it was fine. But try uninstalling and reinstalling or updating the app. Maybe that'll work. Foster, my bae, I love him.
Are we? Is Vivi going to be in San Diego?
I don't know. Fanny Carbonell posted they're not going to be in Auxerre. I don't know how to pronounce that place in France.
France.
Yeah, somewhere in France. Yeah, in Auxerre. But for San Diego, like if we went to Vegas for decon, I feel like we're probably all going to go to even if Vivi's not there, especially when we're in the height of that bull market, and we all have money to burn, and we all just want to get crazy. Yeah,
I might just save my time for New York. I have so much more.
No.
Oh, what? Oh,
no.
I'm going to San Diego.
You're coming.
Okay, that's what I was asking. I plan. I'm a planner.
Well, wherever we go, I feel like that Green Day song. Where I go, I'll be there. I feel like wherever we go, we should just for the parties, just for fun.
We have a lot of fun.
We go. We might have a little too much fun.
When we all get together, yeah.
I told Ben the other day. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this. I was like, "Hey Ben, if we go to San Diego, wherever we go, next VV meetup,
he's going to be there."
I don't know. It depends if the growth that is happening is in his timeline or not. If it is, I think it will be. He'll probably let himself go. What I mean by that is he'll let himself go have a good time for a job well done.
Right.
But if it's not, I feel like he'll be hard on himself and be like, "We're not where we should be. CEO should be here working."
I think we should plan when OMI goes up, because I can't afford it right now for sure. I think we need to plan go to Australia meetup and New Zealand.
So there's
Candy. We can go see Candy.
We should. Yeah, we should. I have stuff for her as well.
I know.
I'd rather us go to that area in the east and then have them meet. I do want to go to Australia Zoo because
well, yeah,
Steve and stuff. But dude, stuff in Australia can just kill you. And there's
oh my God, you're so afraid.
Goddamn, Tammy, life is good, and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z once said what was the quote? It was once you taste greatness, you can never go back to that realm of mediocrity. And I am never going to put myself in a position where I'm going to get hurt and paralyzed, life is good right now. And I'm never going back. I'm never going back.
It's wonderful, but you still have to enjoy life.
I can enjoy life without 8-foot bugs that want to kill me in my bed at night.
I have a friend in Northeast Australia. It's in Cairns. And he told me if I ever got down there, he would take me and whoever I'm with scuba diving at the Great Barrier Reef.
So I have.
Oh, but you're not going to do that either because there's sharks in the water.
Yeah. I mean, if I go in a cage, it's fine. I'll be in a cage.
No cage.
But, I'll let you know that I am very much incentivized to go there because there's a lady friend of mine that loves me, and she would make my time there very much worth it. And I still am going to be like, you're going to have to fly out. So I'll go to that area. I'll go to New Zealand. I'll go to Japan. And
so she lives there?
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Tour guide.
She could be, yeah. But I ain't about to. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it.
Well, that's okay. You can give her my contact information, and when I fly there, then we can go hang out.
She might like you too. You guys might like each other.
Way. Stop.
Okay. I mean, someone might as well get some. I'm not, if I'm not going to.
Oh my God. This conversation went away on that. So you'd rather go to Europe or
Well, no,
Asia
I'll go to Japan or New Zealand. I'll go to somewhere close to Australia, but just not Australia.
Okay.
Unless I'm going specifically for the Australia Zoo, where I could just hop in and out and
hold a koala bear. They have the koala bears that you can hold, stand in line.
I'll do whatever. Cause I love the Irwin family. I'll do whatever. Whatever they ask, I'll oblige. because they also have all of the like antidotes for everything. Like if something bites me, they'll inject me with the
Yeah,
anti-venom
you're
or
not going to die. I mean, unless you're in the middle of nowhere, you can't get to the hospital. You're going to be fine.
which is like, yeah. So anywho,
Anywho,
I,
well, are we still? Have you talked to anybody else about Tokyo?
yes, they're all down. I just we can't do it. So like every girl on the planet wants to plan it like right now, and it's like, guys, I'm not spending like $8,000 on these tickets and shit when I could
Right.
just use that to buy crypto. Like if y'all want to plan
Right.
it now,
No.
and
No.
I'll go pay my way in like 6 months when crypto goes up, that's fine.
No. No. No.
But
I can't. And I want. I mean, and I get it. I'm a planner, and I do. But right now, I just don't have $8,000. Oh, hey, cool mo. I'm not the $8,000. I'm not putting into planning a trip for right now.
love Cool Mo. Thanks for being a member, man. Good eye, Mike. So wherever we go, that Ben goes, and again, I don't think he'd go anywhere in Q1, maybe Q2, but likely Q3. So maybe I'd say if we go to San Diego, he might let himself go there in Q3.
And that's when is that? July?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's early Q1. But I told him, I was like, you should probably spend most of your time, free time, with like VV Magic and the OMI homies Max and Janie.
Yes.
I was like, oh yeah, no, I plan to. That's great.
Yeah.
But
hang out with us.
Part of my reasoning was I was like, their fun is very family oriented and it's very PG-13.
Oh, our fun is not.
Our fun, where our group of people, it is very R-rated. Some of it X-rated, and like God,
everybody's gonna hear this and they're gonna want to come hang out with us.
God forbid anyone were to take pictures of like Ben hanging out with us, where like absolute debauchery is happening. That wouldn't be good. So we have to protect Ben from us by telling him he cannot enter the circle.
No. We just have to be good. We'd have to.
Have to be good. What is this type of language?
We'd have to. Well, if Ben's there, we'd have to be on our utmost behavior.
I guess. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. We can
I just remember when we were in San Diego and we had that badass place and Magic and Comics and Crypto. They all came over. We had so much fun.
I was on like 3 hours sleep every night because people would stay to 5:30 in the morning,
and we'd already be in bed.
And then the good people that were, when I say the good people, I don't mean like fairies. That's like in Europe and like Ireland, the good people is meant as like forest.
You mean responsible?
The people that were very responsible, like Dr. Stuff, Crypto Rain, Crypto Cosmo,
yeah,
that like left at midnight. They come in at 9 in the morning, like, hey guys, with 8 hours,
and they're making breakfast.
And I'm just like one eye is completely dilated, the other,
or when Rain was trying to cook the pizza and kept burning the pizza.
Oh man, I was done. I was done.
It was so much fun.
That was wild.
We left so much alcohol there.
I know. Because like freaking Ernie that first day, he's like, let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. And
well, to be fair, the alcohol was way cheaper there than what it was very reasonably priced. It was very reasonably priced. And it was funny because the stuff that I got was gone within the first 2 days we were there.
Yeah.
I'm like, next time I'm getting like a bottle for every night because we all drink that.
That is a good point. We went pretty hard there.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to do something real quick. Got to go to my this. I got to go to my receive. I got to go to receive. Nope, not that. Got to go to receive on the that. And then I have to give my boy that. And then I have to give him, I have to screenshot that on the ETH. Okay, hang on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're a busy boy.
Yes,
oh, no.
Anyway. JP did a voice. What's up, Foster? Catching up with the comments here. Mr. MC1. Hi, Randy, Tammy, and all. Mr. MC1, I love that man.
You know what? He's one of the best people ever.
He's a good man.
I know one of these days when I go to Texas, because there's a lot of card rooms in Texas, I'm going to make sure I go to where his area is so we can go have lunch or something.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Let me. Oh God, where is this here? Okay, there we go. I was singing some Kelsey Ballerini here on
I met her.
On my opening. You met her?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet her?
At a concert. I won radio tickets, and I won meet and greet tickets. So yeah, I mean, it was like 2 seconds, meet and greet.
Yeah,
But,
I would go to her and be like, I love you. What can I do to get you on my podcast? I will literally do anything. And then hope I feel like country people are real like military appreciative. Be like, I served in this United States Air Force. I donate to animal charities. Like, what do I need to do, girl? And then I feel like she'd just be weirded out and call security. So I maybe it's good that I haven't met her yet.
That's funny.
So when are you starting a YouTube channel?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know, hon. Someday. I was listening to you, and thank you again for that lovely compliment that you made the other day about me and Fam Bam. It was very nice of you. Yeah. You're just so much better at coming up with crap that, I mean, you talk about so much stuff. I wouldn't even know where to start. That's why I haven't started, so maybe when OMI goes up and I don't have to work as much and I have more time. But I just know I don't, with my time, like right now it would be great because I'm off work for 5 weeks, but then over the next 2 months, I only have 1 week off. Otherwise I'm working for 2 months. So my YouTube algorithm would suck.
So I didn't start really talking about all of these different types of things up until like I knew I had like stories. So I started with just Pokemon and Tesla, and there was no stories that went along with it. It wasn't until like I had read, I was like doing an interview with somebody from the Earth 2 community, and I told like a random story about how I accidentally put hand soap in the dishwasher and like bubbles flooded the apartment, and it was like, it was like I didn't know, Tammy.
How did you accidentally put dish? Oh,
well, I put soap in there because that's where it goes, and then so anyway, and they're like, what? I was like, yeah, like I did, like nobody ever did that, like no, and then I started going with like these crazier stories, and I was like, well, like I'm sure you've heard of like something like this happening, and they're like, no, and so
well, you have amazing stories.
Yes, but you working at like a casino for how many years? I'm sure you have dozens of stories that you could go over as well.
I see things. I mean, but it's not.
That's what the first night I met you, you were just like, I watch people.
I do.
So clearly you have these stories.
I do. I watch people. Yeah, I watch people. I mean, I don't know. There's some crazy people. I mean, you can tell there's some crazy people. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I mean that's what you do. Like you go in and you read whatever's on Twitter, and then like I don't even do that. Like I do that towards the end of my streams now. I'll be like, all right, so here's what people go, and that's how I learn about like unicorn fart dust and how I learn about these different cryptos.
Oh, you have too much time.
It's like the end of the streams. I was like, okay, I might as well while people are still here.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
How many people are on today?
But yeah, just like when someone mentions something, oh yeah, I like if somebody mentions being on drugs, they're like, well, I knew this one person one time, and here's a quick story about that. And then you just mention the time where your friend was on drugs and he was just not of this realm for 45 minutes or so.
Oh God, it was a lot longer than 45 minutes.
Dogboy says, hi, Randy. Hi, Debbie.
What are you laughing at?
BB Zombie says,
oh, hi, Zombie. Hey.
Oh, hey, there you are, Tammy.
I am there.
I did not see you there. But yeah, I mean, like, so I imagine you have like a filter. I feel like girls have more filters than guys do.
Sometimes.
just like take your filter off and like whatever comes into your mind, just say it. And then
Oh, I
like
do. I
and
do.
then you'll have a successful YouTube channel.
Well, I have more of a filter when I'm on here than when I'm out playing cards.
You take it off. Take it all
Yeah.
off. Someone's going to interpret that as me telling you to. Anyway, Mr. MC1 saying, looking
I
forward to
am
the U.S.
not going to do that, by the way, just so you know.
U.S. government adding Bitcoin. Cannot wait. There's like 20 something days, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. There's like it's like 23 days, and then the
For them to
government add the Bitcoin. Can't wait. Oh, shout out to Chris Severs also. He had he's from Go Collect, and they interviewed me for my Pokemon prowess.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. Love that. As
yeah.
I actually have the video I'm gonna release tomorrow, so I can't wait about that. That'll be fun.
Sleep in.
My bae.
He's one of my favorites too.
Am I Sandy Cheeks from that one episode of SpongeBob where Gary is doing stand-up because he has such a way with words? Sleeping. Crypto-friendly regulation under the new administration. Heck yeah. Mr. MC1, I texted him the other day. Where was it from? I texted him. I have so many freaking messages. On Thursday. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Said, how's your vacation treating you? Well, let me know when you're back. Got a fun opportunity. Says, we'll ping you in a few days. But it's been a few days. So I'll give him that. He hasn't got it. That's fine.
Yep.
It's fine. Turtle Golf.
I'm ready for 2025 also.
Yeah. All right. So do you do New Year's resolutions?
Not really.
Why not?
Why? Because I think it shouldn't be a specific day that you set these goals. It should be just every day in life.
You would like my friend Lou.
Yeah.
He says that as well.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I might, it never works anyway. You set these goals, and I was reading an article, and they say that when people make New Year's resolutions, usually they're broken within the first 2 weeks of the new year.
Yeah.
So,
well, VeVeverse will come out. We'll be able to go to each other's houses and showrooms.
Yeah.
So yeah, can't wait for that.
Yeah, I might have to actually start working on it.
I wonder if you can go and have your avatars, like you could actually dress them in certain clothes. That'd be great. Like, all right, it's $4 worth of OMI for a VV sweatshirt, and then $8 worth of OMI for VV gold logo shoes or something, and then.
But you have to own a gold logo to get it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But then they would have to up the price, make it like $10 or like $20 or something. I would totally do that.
I would do it too.
Yeah, it'd be dope. And then they just freaking burn it. And then like all these different things that they could do. And then I don't know what the base model would look like for the avatars. But I would go to people's showrooms and just start taking off all my clothes. Just start stripping and be like, oh, look what I learned in stripping class.
All you need is a pole now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, actually, I have a. Hang on, real quick. I got a. If I type in Super Bowl, I wonder if it'll come up. Or triggered posts from you. I have such good Facebook foo over here. Maybe I don't. Super Bowl halftime show. That's what it was. Do you remember the halftime show that the people got like triggered by in like 2020 or something?
Which one is that?
The one where both J-Lo and Shakira had performed. Do you remember that one?
Well, yeah, but I don't know what they were getting all
so
excited about.
Like they had like a pole routine.
Oh.
And then all right, so heard, if I put in heard there, because like whenever they did that, and everyone got like triggered. I was like, I heard y'all got triggered by last night's Super Bowl performance because they were pole dancing. And yeah, here we go. Heard a few of y'all got offended by a little pole routine that was done yesterday. Y'all are soft. And then so I posted like me on the pole.
Oh, yeah.
So this was
You were on the pole.
I wasn't even working here at this time. I was showing the new girl in the back. You can see her booty.
Yeah.
I was showing the new girl, like, hey, here's how like you like do this move, but her abs weren't strong enough. I have other photos too. I don't know why those are the only ones that weren't showing up. But anyway, that's what I would do with a pole. That also happened on Christmas Eve one year. It was the same night that I put hand soap in the dishwasher.
Oh,
My friend Kara is like, "What's with the stripper pole?" I was like, "It's a Festivus pole." And then she does a move, and then she's like, "Looks like a stripper pole to me." And I was like, "Hold my beer." And I go and do it, but the Festivus pole wasn't meant to support my weight, and I fell over and I knocked our fish over, and raviolis went everywhere. So that, yeah, same night.
yeah.
Yes, Avril Lavigne.
Yep.
Oh, Doughboy says Cherokee Casino is nice, right at the foothills of Smoky Mountains. Oh,
Yeah, no, I hear that it's really a nice area. I hear that's a good place to go. I have no urge to go there unless I'm going there for work. But if I go there, well, unless I'm going to play. But other than that, I'm not going to just go unless I'm going to the lake with the slide from the house.
With the lake on the slide from the house.
The Airbnb.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that. I want to do that. When are you going there?
I don't know. I'm still trying to. I got to call them and find out exactly, because they have multiple houses, and I couldn't find that particular house. So I'm going to call them and find out. But I mean, I might not even go until next year. It just all depends.
Next year.
Well, it depends on scheduling. We're planning all this stuff. I mean, there's only so much time in the year.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to Aruba in September. We might be going to Tokyo at the end of the year. I mean, and then we got San Diego and New York Comic Con. That's 4 trips.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. Good call, Tim. Good call.
Yeah.
Travas Gregory says, if we get Dragon Ball, I'm buying everything. Oh, same here.
I was gonna say, I think a lot of people will be.
Yeah, it'll be a lot. Be a lot of us. We'll see. Wes, thank you for being a member. Says Candy is doing very well and making a lot of money. Do we have anyone that we know what their sales are? Because I know they just had a drop, and I think that drop did very well. But I'm not sure. You deposit OMI into VV. No, right now you just have to put it in your Stacker wallet. They stopped the inflows of OMI into the VV app, so it'd have to go into Stacker. Travas says Cavell really wants to be your friend. I can tell how much he brings you up. I'm sure.
I don't listen to him anymore.
I
got a little bit of the conversation when he was on Doc's channel when he was invited, but I can. Yeah. I mean, and I used to listen last cycle. I used to listen to him a lot, but now I just can't.
Yeah,
it's just too much.
Preach. So, hey fam, I'll be fine. Individuals doing well. Can OMI at least go to all-time high in the next 6 months? It'll be whenever the blow off top is. I don't know. That could be in Q1. That could be in Q4. We're really not sure. Be surprised at where OMI can go in and hit. I'm not sure. I think my base case is 3 to 5 cents.
Yeah.
I'd be really disappointed and really, really shocked if it only did like 1 or 2 cents. And I'd also I'd be surprised if we did 8 to 10, or I wouldn't be surprised. I would just, the odds of it going to 8 to 10 cents are not, they're not strong. It'd be like a coin flip, I would say.
Well, there's a lot of people that believe it'll get at least to 10 cents.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm going to start selling probably at 4 cents, I think, 3 or 4 cents percentages. And then I'll just do it a little bit each time.
Yeah.
I'm going to DCA out.
Yeah. So it was 10 cents.
I'd be thrilled.
You'd be
Steve-O.
what?
I said I would be thrilled.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Steve-O. I might see him in Florida. January. I see him. Usually he comes down to the series when I'm down there.
Okay, coolio. I'm sorry. 1 second. When
You're preoccupied.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We had, so we'll see you there for sure. Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
I
It's the
thought so.
first. Okay. Where were we? 4 yeah, there's 4 trips this year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, going to Arizona, not really going to be because you kind of there already, so that's fine.
Well, no, Arizona doesn't count.
Mhm.
I live there.
Wait, so
I
what
mean,
were the 3?
technically, that's another
they were
get
Tokyo,
together we're doing.
There were Tokyo, New York, San Diego. What was the other trip they had to go to?
I'm going to Aruba.
Oh, true.
I mean, you all are more than welcome to come. But yeah, I'm going to
When?
Aruba the 18th through the 28th of September. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gary Baseman's birthday is the 27th. Maybe we can convince him to go for his birthday.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Right,
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun time. And don't get me wrong, there's gonna be poker going on, but I might play a couple events, but I'm going to do more of the touristy stuff.
Okay. Yeah. We might be. I mean, a couple of us will definitely go for a couple days.
Well, and there's a thing you can go to an island, a flamingo island. You pay and you drink and you get to walk around with flamingos.
Ooh.
I guess it's really fun. It's a 4 or 6 hour trip.
Nice. I would love for Vivi to go to MegaCon. I just don't. It's very soon, and I don't know how quickly they could put that together. And
Where's that at?
It's in Florida.
Mm.
I don't know how quickly they could put that together. I don't think I'd be able to go.
I would not.
It's February. It's February 6th through the 9th. Oh
no, yeah. I might be able to. That's during the time. Yeah, no, I would be able to go.
Yeah, I probably could, but I have stuff to do.
Well, and I would only want to go if there's a big group going.
Yeah. I mean,
just to hang out with everybody.
If it was like it was for Decon, yeah.
That was so much fun.
That would be great. If it was like it was for Decon, we could do that. Kind of. We'll see. But again, I don't know if BB's going or not officially. Orlando's people could do fun. We're going to go there. I want to go to Harry Potter World. I want to. Yeah. If Magic goes, she'd obviously want to go to.
And I haven't been on that side. I've only been on the Atlantic side, not the Gulf side.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun as heck. Okay, so being on Lucy in Harry Potter World and the magic is real. Wear cargo pants, and this way you could take the airplane alcohols into your pants, and then because the butterbeer is not alcoholic, so you take the butterbeer and you put the Tammy, you have not lived until you have you done that?
No, I don't bring alcohol into Harry Potter. No, you've been to Harry Potter in California, right?
Is there Harry Potter in California?
Yeah, I've been there.
I've only been to Harry Potter World in Orlando.
Okay, yeah, I would imagine Orlando would be bigger. I think it's a bigger venue though. But no, I have not been there.
Yeah, it's so much fun. And then Blue Man Group is down there as well.
You know, all the times I've been to Vegas, I've never. Well, I saw them. They did a show, a pre-show at a NASCAR race once, but that was the only time I've seen them. I've never gone to an actual show of theirs.
Rafael Martinez saying, "What are the chances Vivi makes utilities for their hit game Marvel Rivals with Vivi NFTs?"
Wow.
I don't think so. I mean, we don't have like Marvel Rivals is their own thing that's separate from Vivi. I don't think there's grab a collectible, get a skin, jump on the hype train ASAP while it's hot. If they were to do like that type of thing takes months of planning. I don't. If they would have done that already, I think if that were to happen, in my opinion. Have you any of your granddaughters play like Fortnite?
Yeah, you know, and it's funny that you brought that up because I was just at my travel buddy that I travel with for poker. I was at her place and they were playing it also. And so when we move, because we're moving into our new place within the next 2 days.
Yeah.
And so we're probably going to, and I'm not a video game person. I am not. But I think we're going to get some kind of console so we can play, because then we can play with everybody all over, anywhere. Yeah. So I think that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, those are pretty dope. Those are pretty fun.
I'll have to watch YouTube videos on how to play, because I have no idea. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, those look like collectibles. I'm like, oh. So I could see where people, because I had never seen it before. It's just not my thing. And when I saw them playing it, I'm like, I could see where people do that and do collectibles want to integrate them.
Yeah,
I can see it.
I'd see that as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's a big game, they might do something like Fortnite's been out forever and it's still really big. So if Marvel Rivals keeps doing this, it might.
Well,
maybe
people don't understand. They don't understand on those. When you play those games, when you buy the skins, you really don't own them. If Fortnite, not saying they would, but if they went bankrupt or whatever, then where all that money goes down the drain.
It's true.
Which would be nice, where they can integrate, because then they can rent them from us.
That'd be great. I would hope so.
Right?
Good evening, Chavez Cat. I'll see you in Orlando if you ever come down. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about coming down. I mean, at some point. Also, Yo Steph lives over there in Orlando, so you can see her. Probably stay at. I'm sure she could put one over two of us up. Yeah.
Yep.
It'd be fun. Jason Payne to say, "Hey, Randy. Hey, Tammy. Can you speculate on the Funko deal? One time, would love to see Dr. Doom follow up. What gives?" I mean, it served its purpose. We did some of that cross-pollination. We had a couple of people that covered Funko cover VV. The VV people bought the Funko stuff. If they were to do it like once a year, that's fine. Although that wasn't this year, right? They did that in when did they do that?
It was last year. It was right after New York Comic Con last year. Not this last one. 2023.
2023, yeah.
Because I bought two.
Yeah, I mean, as the bull market comes back, I could picture them doing something else. But also, and again, that was a great deal. But again, I think it did what it set out to do. I would much rather do something similar like that, but with like Lego. And this way, you have, they have that. And
a lot of people with Funko were really surprised when it sold out.
Yeah,
they didn't think it would. Yeah.
But it did, and that.
Excuse me. Sorry.
$40,000 bounty, never claimed.
Never claimed. Oh, nope. Somebody got it that was not in the VV community.
Yeah, and they missed out on that 40K.
Yeah.
Oh, ripping pasta.
Yeah, because I would have sold that in a heartbeat.
Same. Yeah, there would have been no question. But David, none. I won't even take 40. I'll take 35 from you, my man.
And I don't sell. I don't sell anything.
Yeah.
So.
I mean that. Honestly, like even with the gold logos, like there's a point in which gotta.
No,
never.
But I only have one. You have more than one. I know.
Well, that one it'll do for whatever it does. But that number 41, if I get like a big number for that and the other number 41s.
Well, yeah.
That's like again 100K, and I would do that just for the.
For 41.
I would do it just for the headline, like VV and just gross deals sells 100,000 worth in one deal. I was like, okay. So yeah, that'd be dope. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll do a follow up with Funko. Maybe they won't. We'll see. Did you get the red tower? I did not. Tam, did you?
I did not.
Those metallic reds? Yeah, I never got.
I think I have one, but it was not. I'm to be fair, I have not been buying very much in the market. I've been concentrating on other aspects, trying to do some other things. So, I mean, I log in periodically, check on everything, but I don't. I mean, I really wanted to get the last Disney with Bambi and all that, but I didn't even do that. So, yeah, no.
Yeah, I didn't get any of those either.
I mean, I think I'm still in the top. I was just trying to log on, but I can't figure out how to find it. I'm in the top 325 wallets still, I think.
Damn.
I think.
I'm like barely in the top 500 anymore. I might get kicked out soon.
No.
Like, it keeps growing. I can't keep up.
I can't remember. What's the guy's JBL? Or that?
Noldor Alive.
Oh, no. Okay.
Actually, he was supposed to put something out today and he didn't. So we'll
Noldor.
probably get it tomorrow. Because the last one from last Sunday, right? Or maybe it was Monday that he put it out.
Did you say it's Noldor Live?
Noldor Alive, I think.
Okay, Noldor.
Why can't I find the last
Oh,
time?
there it is, right there. I just found him. Okay. Okay, so he last posted on the 17th, I think.
Was it that long ago?
Well, that's what.
Yeah, that's the last time I see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so on the 17th. Oh, I must have moved. Where am I at? Oh, I moved a lot. I'm way over here now.
Yeah, I was 488 and I'm probably lower now. Like I might be kicked out this next one.
Hold on here.
Man, Man. Oh well. Life goes on.
Yeah, but I'm not really. Oh yeah, I'm 316.
Nice.
Yes, as of that day. So whoops. Sorry guys. Dropped my phone. I know I got to get a better setup. I'm going to work on that. But yeah, so I mean, I used to try to get up higher and higher, and now it doesn't even bother me. I don't care anymore.
Vegan things. Everyone brings booze in the Harry Potter world.
Yeah,
agreed. It's great. It's a great time. If you're drinking alcoholic butterbeer with shots of Fireball, you're missing out. If you aren't, okay. I haven't done it with shots of Fireball yet. I've just had because they're already really sugary. So I just bring like straight like vodka or whiskey, whatever.
Yeah, I'd probably bring rum or something, but yeah.
Yeah. Wes says we're wasting our money on trips when we could be buying more OMI. I mean, he's right. Yeah. He's got a point.
100%.
I mean, we have our bags, and
you definitely do. I'm still working on more, but yeah, no, I agree with you, Wes.
Yeah, we could.
But again, you got to also live life. You know, it's not all about, you know.
Yeah, and then also I feel like, now if any one of us were to not go, people would still have a good time. People would be like, "Oh yeah, it's still great. We wish these guys were here, but we're still having a great time." But if like, I feel like a bunch of us just like decided to do that or not go just to buy more OMI.
Well, Rain's done that.
Yeah.
You know, and so I mean, I want to see everybody. I want to have. It's nice building those relations and whatnot, which is great. But I don't know. Life's short. You got to have a good time. I mean, even if you're building your bags and you make all this money, what are you going to do when you have it all? You got to kind of enjoy life a little bit.
Oh yeah, you gotta. And it's yeah, I love that's part of life. It's just part of. I mean, for me, it's different because I'm a bit of an extrovert sometimes, or I like to hang out with everyone, arms on drink, and then go and get that bread. To an introvert, that might sound like a nightmare. So
no, I agree.
Yeah. I feel like I might correct back to 0003, and then he'll buy more. Yeah. Tammy's hoping.
I am hoping. I am hoping, Alex. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Carl Martinez says, "God bless." Meow meow.
Yes. Yeah.
They do it at the bar for you as a separate shot. They aren't allowed to mix it. Hint of cinnamon with a Fireball. Oh, very nice.
Oh, very nice.
All right, Tammy, before we talk off camera, 300 people that are here, what do you want to say to them?
Come visit us wherever we go. When we make plans, you're more than welcome to come. There's no exclusivity. Yeah. Come hang out.
Preach, girl. Orange bag.
Orange. Yay!
Tammy and Randy, hope you'll head up. Yes, you too. Thank you so much, OBL. And Tammy took some OMI profits today. Woo, woo. Oh, you did. There you go, O'Milly.
All right.
With those profits, if it goes back down 0003, you're going to. I hope you get some more. You have that arbitrage. So we'll see. Player 2 launched the bull market review. I'm not sure. I don't. Ready Player 2.
What, a movie?
No, it's like a
Video game?
metaverse thing. It is a shoot. It's like if it's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's open battle royal gameplay, or it's called Open. Visit Open, and they have that, and it looks like this, and it looks cool. Like it looks good.
Okay.
If anything, I would have Raphael. I would have said Off the Grid would have had a much better, an easier time kicking off the NFT bull market. But I mean, whichever one kicks it off is fine with me. I'm happy with whoever. It doesn't matter to me who kicks it off as long as it happens.
Right.
Amazing. Sure,
You are too.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, VV's being more known in New York City. Omar sees that all the time. D-Narrative's next or soonish. I hope so. Oh, you meant the movie? I don't think that kicks off a bull market, but
I meant the movie. There's not a Ready Player 2, is there?
I guess there's going to be one next year. I could take a look.
Yeah, look. I mean, Ready Player 1's my granddaughter's favorite movie, so I mean, Ready Player.
Ready Player 2 movie release date. Oh God, that's not going to be expected until like 2026. So that ain't happening for a while.
I didn't even know that there was one in production. That's awesome.
Omar, I did not. All right, the what if finale. I have not done. No spoilers. No spoilers. We're ending it now. Everyone say bye bye to Dashi. Bye bye.
Bye.